a fundamental shift happening in medicine today. For years, we were told that our brains are unchangeable and that once they were broken, they would forever stay that way. That we had very little control over brain disorders or brain diseases like Alzheimer's, ADHD, depression, and anxiety, and that there was literally nothing we could do to minimize our risk of developing them. But the research that's emerged over the last decade has completely upended these ideas. Not only do we have the power to minimize our risk of developing these diseases, but we have the ability to optimize our brains, to make them sharper, clearer, and more resilient. Hi, I'm Dr. Mark Hyman. I'm the director of the Cleveland Clinic Center for Functional Medicine, New York Times bestselling author, and practicing family physician. Last year, I debuted my first ever docuseries called Broken Brain, which featured over 50 experts, including neuroscientists, researchers, and physicians who helped us understand how the cure for brain disorders might lie outside of the brain. How things like mood and memory and attention and behavior problems and most brain diseases have their root in the rest of the body, in treatable imbalances in the body's key systems. And how our entire approach to treating brain disorders is completely backwards, and how we have much more control over these symptoms and diseases than we were previously told. I was completely blown away by how the series was received. Over 1 million people from all around the world watched Broken Brain and told us the series forever changed their understanding of brain health and gave them hope for the future. Now, as impactful as that series was, we barely scratched the surface when it comes to brain health. And that's why I created my brand new 8-part docuseries, Broken Brain 2, The Body-Mind Connection. In this series, we go even deeper into the factors that harm our brain and how we can finally heal from them. In my last docuseries, we talked about the powerful connection between our gut and our brain, and how healing the gut is step number 1 when it comes to treating brain disorders. But did you know that there are so many other connections between the body and the brain? In Broken Brain 2, we dive into the fascinating connection between our heart and our brain, and how these two organs work together in harmonious partnership that affects our overall health.
我力氣降下，現靠主，沒有鬥志奔跑。神今天給我看清楚，人生的方向你會指引。
We're also going to talk about the immune-brain connection and how an epidemic of immune dysregulation and inflammation can manifest as brain disorders. We're also going to talk about how the water, the air, and environmental toxins in America and all over the world is wreaking havoc on our bodies and accelerating something called a leaky brain. We're also going to dive into the complex world of genes. When it comes to our brain health, which genes are important? How can we use genes to personalize our diets? And how can we use the power of epigenetics to take back our health into our own hands? And finally, what are the new and experimental therapies that are showing promise of not only helping us heal our brains, but also take our brain health to the next level? In this all-new, free docuseries, I brought together 70 of the world's top experts to help us understand how everything we do, our thoughts, our food, our water, the health of our hearts, our immunity, and so much more can have powerful implications for our brain. So how can we use this information to our advantage? You'll find out in this new docuseries. Millions of people around the world are silently suffering with brain disorders, but it doesn't have to be this way. I'll walk you through the steps that you can take to start today to move toward your best brain, your best mind, and your best health. You won't want to miss this docuseries.